Yeah, same lineup. Levy will play tonight.
Why a rest day for Linus today and maybe not tomorrow?
It's just what we decided.
Okay.
Good mental break, too, as well. A couple days where he doesn't have to think about hockey. He's been grinding.
How much of an additional rest is it when a player doesn't dress for a game, for example?
Yeah, that's part of it. I think it's just we've played a lot of hockey, and it's not just the play. You're dealing with media. You're grinding. So tonight, thought it made sense if he wasn't starting that he didn't even back up.
What does Nick Cousins bring to the top line with Stützle and Batherson?
Well, I think over Nick's career, he's played up and down the lineup. People forget that he's played on top lines before in short stints, and he brings a level of tenacity, intensity. He's a smart player. He's got good hands, and so he brings all of that.
Can you change where he is on the lineup? Do you ask him to bring a different style of game, or just the same that he always brings?
No, don't even rarely. We don't expect players to change because they're playing with different players. Each player is capable of a certain style of play or how they play. We just expect our players to play their best version of themselves.
What's made Dylan Cousins, the other Cousins, so effective so far this season?
He's just having a good start to the year. He's a good hockey player. I think just being comfortable with the team, but also the work that he put in the summer. You can see that for me, he looks like he's skating better than he did last year, but also understanding our systems a little bit better as well. And, at the end of the day, he's just playing well.
Question about Shane. What makes him pop like that so far this season? Have you seen anything different?
Well, the goals are easy to talk about, but, just his 200-foot game. He's a smart player. He plays the right way. He puts himself in the right spot, doesn't cheat for offense. Everything that you talk about in a matchup centerman. There's a reason why we use him in that role, because he plays on the right side of the puck and he's smart.
Is there anything different from last year that makes goals come so far?
I think you've just seen a progression in a player as part of it. I seem like I'm repeating myself a little bit, but we've got a lot of players that are still, we're not sure where they're going to end up or what kind of players they're going to be. Almost our whole team, and you hope that they're going to progress to a certain level, and at the end of the day, that you don't know for sure, and that comes down to obviously us pushing them, but also the biggest part is them pushing themselves.
How does Clevin and Matt Tuttle, how does that pairing kind of complement one another in terms of just being effective so far?
Well, they're both good defensemen for starters. You can talk about complementing each other. I think you put two good players together that anyone can play. Any of our six could probably play with each other and look decent. We've just happened to like the pairings that we have. I like that they're both big guys. When you talk about your third pairing, so-called, they're usually out against third and fourth lines that tend to be a little bit bigger. It's not the same for every team, but they both enjoy playing a physical brand of hockey. I think they're both relatively young in the league still, though, and improving as well. I know that, Manty's a little bit older, but he hasn't played a lot in the league. And, I think there's still more to his game that we haven't seen yet, but he'll progress as he plays more games as well.
I feel like just the two of them are big and also very good skaters, like having that dynamic.
Yeah, the league's fast. Big guys can move now, and that's when you look at your third pair. That's an element that you like to have. There's no doubt about it. Now it doesn't have to be that way, but that's what they bring, and they're good at it.
What's your definition of the identity of the team?
Of the identity of the team?
Yeah.
Well, I think we're still developing it. We want to be a team that is focused, works hard every shift, plays for 60 minutes, highly competitive. There's a lot that goes into your identity, but I think we're still working on that.
But do you think that game against the Islanders Travis maybe served as, I don't know if wake-up call is the right word, but helped you reset and,
Little bit.
and move closer to your...
Yeah, I don't think that wasn't like we just started talking about it after that game. I thought, I think in the Buffalo game we gave up our first 5-on-5 shot 26 minutes into the game. We ended up losing 8-4. So we've had spurts in our game where we've really played well. Again, I'm repeating myself, but I thought we got away from our game. We got a little loose in our game, and part of it is a mindset as well. I do believe there was a lot of talk about creating offense, and that we have to score more. We do need to score more, and we want to score more, but not where we're gambling or cheating for offense. And I thought in some of those games we played extremely well defensively, and then got a little bit frustrated and started to bleed some cheat in our game, I guess, and the game got away from us. And sometimes that happens when you have the lead. Sometimes it happens when you haven't scored, when you think you're dominating a game. And I think what it did, probably by having 2 or 3 of those games, it really allowed us as coaches to talk about how we need to play and what makes us successful in the past. And not just the past, we're not living in the past, but how are we going to win hockey games? And there's not a lot of teams that are going to win if they're just trading chances all the time. That's why they keep analytics. And but I think I've liked our game the last 3 games. Hopefully we can continue, and I think we will.
Following up on that, last week we were talking with that at home about that, and he was saying that most of the time at this moment, on the 50-50 chances, we take the wrong decision, going attacking instead of getting back to our defensive mind. What you talked about the last 2 games, is that exactly it? You guys are going back to your roots, basically.
Yeah, it's not like we just want to be a defensive hockey team. Like, the best teams in the league they're strong on the pucks. They work both ways. They back check hard. They don't just skate forward hard. They commit to playing 200 feet. And it's not about just, hey, we're gonna play defense. We're gonna play that, because that sounds passive. We're not. We're an aggressive hockey team that wants to play on the right side of the puck, wants to make it hard for the other team to create, also wants to play in the other team offensively as well. I think we've done a better job being in the offensive zone. Again, I see some of the analytics, but I like our game when we play that way. And most importantly, it's having everyone on the team buying in and playing a certain style of hockey, and it's just a commitment to winning. And when you do that, you're probably going to win more than you lose. And it becomes a habit, and it becomes, back to your identity, what you are as an individual, but what you are as a team.
In the third period of last game, was it the Zetterlund that you want to see every game, every 60 minutes?
No, it's not just the third period. He's played well. He just isn't scoring. He hasn't scored. I actually talked to Z before the game. Just because he's in that spot doesn't mean that he's in the doghouse. It's just, sometimes as coaches we just put lines together, and Lars Eller's he's a good player, and I wanted to make sure he knew that this is not a demotion. This is just what we're putting our lines together to set them up to give us the best chance to win, and this is what it looks like tonight. And he was great, and his attitude has been great. Would he like to have a few more goals? Yeah, he would. But I think if you, as a person that wants to score, you can't actually think about the scoring. Just play well, and good things will happen. And if he doesn't score, I don't care if we win. I don't care who scores. It doesn't matter to me. It really doesn't. I had to ask how many goals a couple of the guys had, because I figured I'd get asked today. I didn't really know. And I just want our team to play well and win.
Has Eller brought maybe an element to that fourth line that maybe not a lot of other teams kind of have? Like maybe a bit more poise and smarts?
Yeah, I don't know if other teams don't have that or not. I think, he does bring a nice element to our group. He's smart. He understands the game. He's a good hockey player. He's also got, when he speaks, I think guys listen. He's been in the league a while, so he understands certain moments in the game, and a lot of times you lean on older guys just to send a message other than the coach sending the message as well.
What's the key going into this one here tonight against the A team?
I think it's just keep building on what we've done the last few games. It's just playing our game is a lot of pressure, a lot of speed, and staying on top of the other team. And obviously it's a different challenge again tonight, but you're facing 88 on the other side that can score from anywhere on the ice, so it'll be a good challenge for us to keep him quiet tonight. And but you know what? It just comes down to if we play our game, I think we give ourselves a really good chance again.
How much has your style of play changed in the last 5 games?
It had. It just took a couple games to get it going and get back to what we wanted to be and look as a team. But and yet again, yes, we've won a couple games, but I mean, at the end of the day, there's still a lot of work. So we still want to keep on improving, and obviously everybody feels better when you win games and everybody kind of scores goal. But at the end of the day, it's all about focusing on our team and focusing on us for the rest of the way here.
Can you tangibly see an increase in confidence level?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. When you win games, that comes with it. To be honest, it's the whole team feels better when you win hockey games. And but I mean, there's still some stuff that we want to improve and be better on. Yes, that last game in Washington was great, but you got to move past that. You got to focus on the new challenge. We got Boston coming in here tonight. They haven't played too well lately, so we know they're going to come in hard and play a hard physical and mean game. So I mean, we got to be up for that, and we got to be ready.
You've played with Shane Pinto for a lot of years now. How do you explain the season he's having from your perspective?
I mean, the pucks are going in for him, yes, but I mean, it's just the way he plays. He's such a smart center. He's a dream, honestly, for a defenseman like us. He's always in the right spot. He's always low in the D zones, always there to support us when we get hit or when we go back there and pick up pucks. But you know what? I'm not that surprised. I mean, he's a very talented guy. You see every year he keeps on improving. And yes, the pucks are going in right now, but I do believe the way he plays the game and how smart he is, he places himself in good spots that leads him into having a lot of good chances like that.
Has he always been a dream, or is it this year specifically?
No, he's always. I mean, guys like him, it's they're so focused in their own zone and so detailed in their game that compared to maybe a more offensive guy which is normal, but they get on the move a bit more. But a guy like Shane, he's always there in the D zone, always takes care of his own zone, and then when he gets out of it, takes advantage of it.
For sure. I think there was a big commitment last game. I mean, I didn't even realize I looked up with like 6 minutes left. They only had 10 or 11 shots. So sometimes when you're in the game, you don't really realize that, and then you look up and see that and figure you must be doing something right defensively. So no, we just got to build off that again tonight.
Like, I know the goals are fun to get, but you might be a big right? Like getting a shot in 90 seconds like halfway through, like it just seemed like that game that we've all been talking about, Travis Green style, finally happened in Washington.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, even when you're up 4 or 5-0, it's easy to pack it in and kind of coast the rest of the way out. But no, we didn't do that. We kept tracking. I mean, guys were blocking shots, 2-3 minutes left when you're up 5-6 goals. So it's pretty impressive, and yeah, just got to keep doing that.
Were you hoping Linus would fight?
Yeah, that was intense. I mean, I was watching the scrum, and next thing you know, he's barreling down, looking to get in there. So I thought it was awesome.
Yeah. You feel 300 points. I know it's 15th, only the 15th player in Sens history to get to 300 points. I know you wanted to score, obviously. Did it feel good to all come together here?
Yeah, I think so. I know it's always cool to hit a milestone like that. I think when you're young, you just want to play in the league, and then you come, you get your 100th point, 200 point, 300 point. It's always cool to look back on, and yeah, credit the guys for helping me get that for sure.
Should have had a hat trick maybe. That one save, I think you made.
Yeah, I thought I had one there in the first, and I think he got his glove on it or something, but. I was happy to see a couple go in there for sure, and it's always nice to score.